prītyabhāvena śabdāderadṛśyatvena cātmanaḥ vikṣepaikāgryahṛdaya evamevāhamāsthitaḥ. samādhyāsādivikṣiptau vyavahāraḥ samādhaye evaṃ vilokya niyamamevāhamāsthitaḥ.
Verse 2. prītyabhāvena śabdāderadṛśyatvena. Having no satisfaction in sound and other sense objects, and self being no object of perception, I have my mind free from distractions and rendered single-pointed. Thus do I, therefore, abide in myself. This is an extension of the earlier verse. In the earlier verse, it was about intolerance to speech. This verse talks about intolerance to sound. Also here he says he has no tolerance in any sense objects or no satisfaction in any sense objects. Speech, action, thought, sound, any sense object perception, all these things are given up due to intolerance towards them. Thus, all possible perceptions through any sense objects, seeing, hearing, speaking, acting, listening, etc., have been given up. What is left thereafter in a seer? Only thing which is not an object of perception in any manner is self, Atman. Having given up all awareness of all outside objects, the seer now exists as pure awareness with no object to be aware of. Self is not an object of perception. One cannot meditate on self, keeping self apart from him, because he is verily the self. The single-pointedness pointed out here is nirvikalpa, where the focus is so intense, so complete, that there is no duality between the one who is focusing and that which is being focused. Thus, he confirms that he abides in self. Even in this abidance of self, sound, speech, etc. may reach his sense organs. In fact, even he may have to act also as per the requirement. But all these things do not go and affect his mind. All these do not affect his abidance, his aloneness of self. Let us see if there is anything in the commentary. He says, meditation is a process whereby the mind is trying to visualize, think and experience the self, which in itself is invisible, unthinkable. Therefore, he has left even all conscious attempts at contemplation and meditation. Honest to himself, the disciple declares to his teacher, "Thus do I, therefore, abide in self." Verse 3. samādhyāsādivikṣiptau. An effort must be made for samadhi only when there is distraction of the mind because of one's own superimpositions. Seeing this to be the rule, I therefore abide in myself. Meditation to reach to the samadhi state is definitely required as long as there is a chance of not being in samadhi during any moment, any day in the life of the meditator. Creation is the first superimposition on one's mind. Once creation is perceived, thereafter so many desires are grown in one's mind. Desiring objects in the superimposed creation, the distraction cost is limitless. A sadhaka gets into the meditation to get glimpse of his true identity, self. He even gets such glimpse in his advanced stage in sadhana. But as long as desires are not uprooted and the subtlest of the vasanas are not uprooted, he is bound to have moments of agitation, restlessness of mind once he is out of meditation. Janaka finds it amusing to think there can be this oscillation of in and out of samadhi, in and out of meditation. He is ever in samadhi, ever in the state of cātmanaḥ shuddho, pure intellect. Therefore, he truthfully says he is unable to make efforts for being in samadhi, to sit and meditate, because samadhi is his natural state, sahaja sthiti. When one realizes self, then there is no relevance of samadhi as the state taught in scriptures. On the contrary, whatever is his state, all scriptures draw reference to his state and describe the same as samadhi. But for him, it is just that state. aloneness of self or kaivalya without giving any name for that state. When all superimpositions, adhyasa, are left, the seeker realizes the self, and the self-realized, who is awakened to the plane of infinite consciousness, can no longer meditate because he has no equipment to meditate with, nor any more need of it, writes Chinmaya. Hari Om Tat Sat.